All right, y'all. We'll start with a photo. You already know though.
Wait, is that a cockroach?
It's a roach?
No
That's pretty
way,
cool.
dude. It's happening. Huh?
Dude, that's a massive roach.
It is a cockroach. It's a
They're going
cockroach.
from pigeons to roaches.
Robo-roach.
Is it a real cockroach?
It is a real cockroach.
Is it controlled by a computer?
It is controlled by a computer.
Dude, so it's like a cyborg.
It is like a cyborg.
Oh, but so it's a live cockroach, but now they're controlling it.
They are controlled.
Whoa. So it's like a remote cockroach.
Yes.
Patent pending. Very nice, Joe. Very nice, Joe.
Remote cockroach. Video real quick. Everybody can see this video. Check it out.
That's tight.
We'll fast forward a little bit because we get bored during some of it.
Okay.
Okay.
In Singapore, a group of fucking cyborg insects one day crawl Earth bada 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 booba.
What the hell?
Body boo boo. Okay.
Oh, that's tight.
Let's get out of the bio stuff. All right, check this out. So, look at this right here. This one's crazy.
Stimulate all the muscles individually. So the beetle actually has no control over what it's doing.
Yeah.
So you basically make it into a robot actually.
That's so crazy. Look, so they're making it.
And
Ear
you
humping.
is
Fucking
struggling
composer.
to kind of stop these stimulation signals.
Yes, I think so, but still it obeys.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
But it's still
actually,
obeys?
that-
It's
that
like,
humans
stop this,
can,
but it still obeys?
You know,
Oh,
take
that
over
shit
control
is
over it.
reverse Ratatouille, man.
That's kind of tight.
I
like reverse ratatouille.
I like their reasoning for it. They were like, use these insects to help people that are crushed under rubble.
Yeah. So that's well, maybe that's the
Angle.
that's the blanket, the narrative, right? But yes, in essence, when
But in the future, they're gonna use that to control us, obviously.
Obviously.
But
And
then,
to spy on us. Yeah.
they're definitely talking about like earthquakes, accidents, any type of rubble that makes it so that a human or a dog or anything like that can't like search for humans. These cockroaches are fitted with these robots that not only make it so that they become controlled in that way where you can turn them off and on and move them this way. That
We
way.
turn them off.
Like you can press the button so they stop moving.
Whoa.
They're still there, but like you can see it in the video where it's like they have tension in their legs, or like they no longer can move, or they're going in walking
Did they
speed.
make it touch his little dick? I would just have it go like that the whole time.
Let me ask Jeeves real quick.
He's jerking it.
Look at this little
Look at that.
Cockroach can't move by itself at all anymore, even if they're not
I think it
using
can still move by itself. But-
Toggle it.
Yeah, because he
But
was
the
saying
second
like
you
they're
turn it
trying
on,
to
yeah.
push against like the stuff, but
So with these
Wait
cockroaches,
till they do like a dance troupe, like Kinjas.
Oh my god.
Cockroach Kinjas,
dude.
right? And then you just can
I
control
just did
it.
not know cockroach and kinjas were gonna.
Cockroach Kinjas, dude.
And then they'll be like, the cockroach Jabberwockies will be much better.
Oh, that's true.
And you don't know which cockroach is which.
No.
They're gonna be like the America's Best Cockroach, right? And then they're gonna have a dance battle. You know, I like the Kinja cockroaches better, actually. Oh, really? Yeah, I think they're better.
Kinja's cockroaches.
So these Madagascan
Kinkaroaches.
hissing cockroaches are made to be autonomous agents for searching through rubble for signs of life. They're 6 centimeters long, and they are pretty much equipped with a type of computer that reads elevated CO2 levels. They search for movement, they check body heat, and the AI on top of it decides whether or not there is a presence of a person that is detected, which will alert the rescuer that is controlling the backpack.
Yeah, and how long till targeted assassinations? 3 weeks?
That's what I say. Like it's cool, but I also don't like this.
Assassin.
Why?
That's just kind of scary.
It's a cockroach.
I know, but that doesn't mean that that's where they're gonna stop.
They won't stop. They never stop.
They never stop.
You don't want to see little cockawakis?
No, what I don't want to see is like
Cockawakis? Okay, they have the better name. They got the better name. That's a good name. Kinkaroaches?
Cockawakis is way better, dude.
Cockawakis.
I don't know.
Trying to find one for Quest.
It's
Questcaroaches?
So this is like that moment. This is like that moment in Terminator 2: Judgment Day, right, where they got to go back, right, and then search for the dude who first invents the chip, because that chip wasn't necessarily created for Skynet at that time to turn into a killing machine. They first wanted to just, I don't know, make internet accessible for everybody via satellite, right? So you're saying that this is that moment, this is that pre-Skynet moment, where if we unlock this tech, it's really just going to turn into an AI robot killing machine that's going to eliminate humanity for the sake of humanity.
Then they're gonna put it like on gorillas and bears and.
Oh, fuck. Once they put it on bears, it's over, dude.
Yeah, we're getting
It's fucking over.
They don't got thumbs,
No match
do they?
for bears.
They got thumbs.
Can swim.
oh fuck.
Or they put it on raccoons.
Or they put on
got
like
those.
mosquitoes with malaria.
Exactly.
Make sure they're the malaria ones. The good ones.
Because the mosquitoes can hold these backpacks.
Just go to Las Vegas. Mosquitoes can't go there.
I like that. I haven't been bit since I lived there. It's fucking lit.
That's a really big upside.
It's a huge upside.
There's no mosquitoes in Vegas?
No.
Oh, really?
Have you heard of the thing where obviously Elon Musk is working on Neuralink and stuff like that, right? He's obviously putting fucking actual chips, AI coordinated things in like monkey brains,
which is pretty cool.
He's obviously supposed to move to human trials and all that stuff. But he talks about what is that, like the tipping point, the singularity. He talks about the moment of singularity, right, where AI catches up to the point and is able to think better, more intelligently, or faster, or react to the human species and recognize that we're fucking up the world. Therefore, if it was in their code to protect the planet or life in general, they might start killing. So there's a moment of singularity that's supposed to happen, and he believes that that's going to happen. So he says instead of fighting that, because it's going to happen anyway, we need to embrace it and become a more cyborg mixture versus fighting humans versus AI. Become the same.
Joe, do you remember like 4 years ago when we went to that crypto mansion and all these cats there were like, me and Joe were just like, we're trying to fucking get rich off of crypto. And these cats are sitting there and they're like, right now it's all about one thing, preparing for the singularity. And like they're talking about how like in the next decade, everything that they're trying to do like to line up all their crypto moves is to make sure that they're prepared for the singularity.
20, 30 years ahead. And they're all like our age.
Our age. Yeah.
Yeah, we met some guys there that was already doing the stem cell like banking shit. Like where he's like, yeah, what we do is, we just save everyone's stem cells and then we just have it in our bank. And he goes, when the technology catches up, you're gonna want your own stem cells from when you're in your 20s. You don't want to get it when you're 50. And I'm like, how much is this process? And I was thinking about it and I was like, nah, fuck it.
How much was it?
It was only a couple grand to get it started, and then like every year it's like a fee. Yeah, but you could do that now too. Like when you get like a baby and shit, they save the fucking placenta or whatever.
That's great.
But meanwhile, these guys, they're all like sitting there like going around the table about their goals and shit. And it comes to me and Joe and it's like, oh, we're just trying to turn like a small amount of money into like a big amount of money.
Yeah, they're all like talking.
Well, what about the singularity? Why are you guys preparing for this?
I don't even know what it is.
We met the founder of the My Ether Wallet website at the time. It was
My crypto.
How'd you guys hang out with these guys?
one of my friends who got in really early in Bitcoin started creating like a special exclusive like, what do you call it? Like a podcast, right? Where he would bring in guests and stuff, and then it was like the top people of crypto at the time, because he was like, how do we filter through all this shit? Because right now, if you go on YouTube, right, you have a lot of crypto YouTubers who aren't actually rich, who got into the whole thing after like 2018. But then he was like, this was back in 2017. And then he's all like bringing in people who started this shit like in the very beginning and who are at the top. And then he wanted to create like a podcast of that. And it was like $500 a month just to listen to this podcast. And then so he's like, what are we gonna do with all this fucking money? Because there's all these like rich people that are early adopters. And he goes, you know what, let's have fun and book out mansions. Like every 3-4 months, they'll be in Europe, Asia, America, whatever. And then he's like, and let's just invite people to chill and talk. And then we'll get all these notes and then we'll do these podcasts and whatever. So he was just like, hey, you want to come to one of our dinners? And I'm like, fuck yeah. And then I was like, yo, Steve, Crypto Steve, we gotta go. And then we're just sitting there fucking eating some Chipotle or some shit.
Catering. Definitely catering.
It was catering. I was just
like you guys got pulled into a mansion talking about the singularity and stem cells. And you're eating Chipotle.
It was funny though. It was like some kind of like food like that. Fucking table full of geniuses. And then when they come over to me, I'm like, what are you doing? I'm starting a restaurant with my friends and I do YouTube comedy. And I like to invest.
And I'm like, bang bus pranks, bro. Sorry. So I'm trying to take a small amount of money to a big amount of money. That's it.
And we're talking about like people in the room who are all like 8-figure, 9-figure, like big motherfuckers, right? And they're really smart too. So half of the shit they're saying was like, I feel like I'm in a fucking lab and I'm the rat.
They're so beyond the money part of it, and that's the only part that me and Joe were interested in. And so we're like there to get like all kinds of cool nugs about like all the industry and shit, and they're all just talking about singularity and shit, and we enjoy looking at each other like, we're just trying to get a fucking little nugget of something. Give us something, fucks.
What coin should I buy?
Tech dudes at the highest level, like, they fucking don't care about the money.
Nah, dude, maybe it's just a front. It's like one of those things where it's like that's the society. It's like really you just want the money, but once you're there, you're like, yeah, singularity. That is the.
Or that's the justifiable.
Maybe.
I swear, if you were there, you would understand because it's like they're all just talking their own, like they're all like this highfalutin fucking like futuristic people, and me and Joe are just like regular Joes, like oopsie daisies. We like, should we be working here?
Should I get you coffee or something?
Yeah. It was fun though. It was really fun.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But then it just gave me an inside look to like how technology is made. It's like those guys seem like AIs already.
Yeah, that's so funny. If they just see things differently, and then they're like, you're all, are we eating Chipotle? And they're like, look again.
We're like, oh, steaks? It's like caviar? Fucking Matrix
like
and
fucking
shit.
Hook. You're doing it. You're doing it, Steve. You're seeing beyond the money.
There is this one dude, I forgot his YouTube channel, but he's famous for doing these like intimate interviews. It's all in black and white of like hookers.
Soft
white underbelly.
Soft white underbelly.
Yes.
Soft white tiger belly.
Right. So he has this one.
I love that guy.
He has this one guy on there. It's like it's this black hat hacker, right?
Oh, that's a
Really good one, right?
episode.
So there's a two-part to it. The second part, he comes back and he says he has over $7 billion in Bitcoin, but he still enjoys his 9-to-5 job because his passion is literally hacking all day long. And he doesn't he goes, even if he's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, you know? But then he bought Bitcoin so fucking early, and he just early adopter. He's in that tech world, right? And he goes, yeah, I have $7 billion in Bitcoin. And then he's like, but I can't, you know, he goes, this is my passion. Like, I've been hacking since I was a child. He goes, I don't know what else to do.
This dude's episode's amazing.
Yeah. And he's a good, like,
I catch myself like on that YouTube thing, just like watching so many different.
The Appalachian ones.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's a really good.
And it's cool because that guy, like, you know, he shoots all these crackheads and all these like addicts and hookers, and then people are like, why don't you just give them money? And he's like, dude, if you fucking really know these people, like, that's the last thing you want to do.
Yeah. But he does help some of them out, I've seen. And then like there was one where he brought this one prostitute on 3 times because like he helped her out. And then he found out that, like, at the end, all the money, she kept asking him for, like, crazy amounts of money, but then she was just giving it to her pimp.
Yeah.
Her pimp and him and her on the show and stuff. I was like, man, this shit crazy. It was, like, at 3 a.m., too. I'm, like, staying up watching it. I'm like, fuck.
You're like, I need to know about this pimp and prostitute now.
Yeah.